Hello, this is a training video for admin users of RoboReception's LeadTracker. Any changes you make in your board as an admin user will apply to all of your users within your practice. Now, on the left-hand side, you're going to have some additional buttons because you're an admin user. So if you select Practice Settings, this reveals a few more settings that you can go in and change. Yours might look slightly different to mine, but it will be very similar. So in here, you can go in and add new users. So you click that. Add user, type in their email address and select the type of role you want that person to have, whether they're a standard member or an admin user. Click save, and that will then send an invitation to that person's email address so they can then access your LeadTracker board. Now you can also go in and add additional sources. So if, for example, you're running a new Facebook campaign, you might wish to have a different source for that one. So you can have Facebook Invisalign. And then if you have leads being generated by that source, you can arrange for any contact forms completed via that channel to be sent to your LeadTracker. You can click the copy email address and supply that to whoever's running your campaign for you, and they can then send those notifications directly to your LeadTracker, and that will make sure that the source is registered to Facebook Invisalign. So you're going to be able to track which leads come from that source. You can also copy email addresses of any of the others that you've already got set up. Now, if you want to add your clinicians to your board, you can absolutely do that by clicking the card clinician, and you can write in there the names of all of your clinicians, so whatever it might be, and then press save, and that will then add those to your cards as well. You can also edit your treatment types. So if you have a specific treatment that you want to add, or if you want to delete some of these because you don't offer them at your practice, that's no problem. You can just go in and add or remove those, remembering to press save as well. And then if you want to edit your archive reasons, you can then go in and change those as well. So you can just click those, press save, and that will action that for you as well. Now you also have the function to be able to set up automated email flows. So these are automated flows that go out to those patients over a number of days and weeks. It's going to have information about you and your practice, so hopefully links to online booking. We've set up some templates for you in the admin centre, so you just need to go in and edit those and enable them, and that means then that they're available for your team to use. So to do that, you're going to go into email flows, and this is going to reveal the ones that are already set up for your practice, but underneath this grey line you have some that are available to you. So if you want to use an additional one for a welcome email, for example, or whitening, whichever one you want to use, you just click use flow, and that will then move it up to the top up here for you. If you want to then go in and edit any of those, you can do that by clicking the view emails and then select each one of these in turn. Now, when we set these up, we're very careful not to include any images because they need to be your images at your practice and we don't have any links. So you do need to go into each of these and check that you're happy with the content, adjust it, add your images, add your links just to make them suitable for you and your practice. So you can do that by clicking the edit email button. And here you can go in, you can click on any of these and edit them. You can click in here and change the image. So click add image, select your image from your files, and then always make sure you press the confirm block to make sure you've confirmed that you're happy with that change. Again, you can do that on here as well. So if you wish to go in, you might want to make something a link, for example. So you can do that and just click on there, type in the link, and then that will update. You do have at the bottom here some variables. So if you want to include the first name, for example, you can just copy this one, including the brackets, and then paste it into here, for example, and that will then add the relevant person's name from the lead card. Again, remember to press the confirm button, and that will then update that for you over here. If you want to add any of these things in, you absolutely can. That's no problem. You can click it, type in whatever you want, choose where you want it to be, and then again press confirm, and that will then set that up for you as well. If you want to move it around, you can click up the up and down arrows, or if you want to remove it, you can just click the X there as well. Once you're happy with that email, you can press the Save Template button, and that's going to take you back to your flows so you can see which emails you have in each of your flows. Now you can go in and change some further settings. So by clicking these three dots, you can either go in and edit the email, you can change the settings, so you can add a description, you can change the number of days after the previous email or after you've activated the email that it takes to send the next one. And you can change the subject line from there if you want to. And you can ask for an email to be sent to you so that you can then preview it to see what it looks like, and that will send that through to you at that email address. You can, if you want to, go in and disable or delete any of these, or you can go in and add any additional emails or the SMS as well directly from there. And to do that, you just fill in the relevant boxes. Once you're happy with it, you can go back to this screen. And I've already enabled this one, but if you hadn't enabled it, this button here would say enable, and you'd click that button, and then you would then type enable in there, and that will make it available to your team so that they can then use these to send out to patients automatically from your LeadTracker. Now, there is another way to send emails to patients, and that's through templated emails that go out to those patients once your team have been able to edit them. So you can edit those and add additional templates by going into the editable email templates button, and you can go in here and you can add as many as you want to. So we've added these ones already. So to add a new one, you press add new, and you might want to have an email of we're looking forward to seeing you. I'm going to use that same subject line. And then you can type in here whatever you want the template to appear like. So, and I would also want to have my some variables in there. So I'm going to have first name, and then you press save. And that template is then available for your team to be using. So if you click on one of your leads, you can then go in and have a look and add that inquiry within a templated email. So you can go in here, click the email, press send, and then they can select which of your templates you want to use. So we're looking forward to seeing you. That will then add the information in here, and I'm going to go in and just change that to whatever the relevant information is. You can have as many of these templates as you want. Most practices have a variety of templates that they probably use. So go in and add as many as you want to, and that will make sure that your team know exactly what needs to be sent. You can make sure that your brand voice is consistent, but it's also going to save your team countless amounts of time free typing different emails when there are templates available. And that's it. Press the send.